Finally, we begin. Oh, we've tried to start this series off so many times, but the other few times we tried to start it off, goodness, there were technical issues. There were things that got in the way. It was not good. Now, finally, I think everything should be good now. Yes. Awkwardly starts the stream indeed. Let us bring this story to life. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, aye, 9:07 and 21 seconds. Let's begin. You have been defeated, and your soul has been ripped from your body and trapped in a soul gem. Right, let's see, I had a few things to explain for the series. Oh yes, this playthrough, this story, on my part, is going to be mostly blind, because I realize in all of my experience playing and modding Skyrim, I've pretty much only been doing modded content, or trying to get mods to work, and not the actual... I haven't really played the actual in-game stuff, so I don't even know it happens. The story is new even to me. We have an objective, that's all I know. And a prologue, which, by the way, since I forgot to hit record before I played the prologue, if you're watching this either later in the stream or as a recording, because I'm going to put this on YouTube and everything is going to be cool, there's a prologue that you should probably see. Let me... I can't, or there should be a link in the description for it, but I'll put it here. So let's see, prologue. Thank you, Nightbot. There we go. Let me put the microphone in a better place. There we go. Okay, and let's see. Oh yes, the series, as you can tell, something's a bit different here. Right, we have somewhere between 120 and 140 mods currently active in this game. Which a list of that, each mod and a link to each of their pages is available in the info panels below the stream. Which is very convenient and awesome. Yes. Oh, and I also recently got the DLCs for this game, so that's even more story I have absolutely no idea about, plus content and like equipment and such. So many things. Goodness. Everywhere. It's beautiful. Oh, and then and this is perhaps one of the more interesting points. This game shall be on maximum difficulty. Like the very maximum, with mods adding a whole bunch of surprises and intriguing things. For example, while I was testing out the game and everything to make sure that it ran, I had a Draugr that appeared at me from the forest and then shouted a tornado at me. So, oh, and it was very devastating tornado, very lethal. Not good. Very dead. Oh dear. So yeah, we're gonna die. Except, you see, Adrian Charde here has such a strong will that she will not be instantly killed by anything. We have a mod called Death Alternative here that makes it so that instead of dying when you reach a certain parameter of low health or 0 health, you get knocked down and then any of these programmed scenarios could happen. So that might sound like immortality, which it sort of is, but really what it prevents from happening is, or what that does is we have to live with the consequences of every defeat instead of just reloading if we fail a combat or mission or so. So even in defeat, the story will continue. This is going to be an interesting journey. I'm glad that you may be here with me. Only together can we get through this. Our story begins. Do I even kappa? What? Ha! The loading begins. Load screens. Oh, you're the only one here? No, there's a few other people. On the counter says 7. There's at least a few other people here. Yay. Ah, by the divine, you startled me. I was about to use that soul gem when it started to glow and you suddenly appeared. Were you trapped in there? Trapped? Not at all. I could have escaped any time I wanted. Well, I'm glad your ego wasn't hurt. I guess that means you're able to go on your way. Farewell. That was sarcastic, by the way. Perfect. Right. Well, I don't think this is Earth. Oh my. It's beautiful though. Let's see. We have a few starting supplies. Now, and if you've seen the prologue, we are from Earth and we don't have any like professional equipment or anything. We just have some training equipment. We have a normal bow, we have some regular clothes, we have our magic stone. Now that's perhaps important. It is going to be very good. Yes, it's beautiful. Ooh. Yes. Oh, I love that thing. And then we have a few arrows, but they're practice arrows, so they're just not very good quality. Not designed for killing things. Just designed for shooting at targets. And a wooden sword. Training sword. It's basically just a stick. So yeah, let's see how long we can survive with a stick and some throwable sticks. Huzzah! Okay. What's our condition, though? A weakened soul from the battle with the web-eater. However, we're not, like, cold or anything, so that's good. And we're sober. We need to fix this. Yes, we're very dead. Yes, we're doomed. We're thirsty, hungry, and tired. Oh. Yeah. So, our first priority is shelter. Goodbye, strange lady. Here we are. At least this seems to have a way down and has some shelter to it. Yes, I know you're tired. Alright. We need to make some sort of camp. Regenerate in some way. Goodness, we've already been through so much. Ooh. Might we find some equipment? Oh, that's gonna come in handy. Healing, please. Thank you.
It's a bunch of trash.
Leather strips could come in handy, though. This looks way too heavy. Ooh, solution of regeneration. I shall take it. Poison? Aha! Yeah, I don't think we have enough carry weight for that. Oh yeah, that's another detail. Since we're not like super duper athletes, I mean our carry weight has been reduced to 0 points because we're all tired and everything. But our maximum carry weight as a human who's not Superman is 30 points of inventory space. So even this, at our full carrying potential, we are basically at the halfway point. No, not halfway point. Goodness, a little over the halfway point. Did I say he? I don't think I said he. Don't think I said she either. Oh no. I said the wrong thing. I failed grammatically. Curses. But anyway, yes, carry weight. We are also very limited in carry weight. At all times. Oh yes. He, she. If I make that mistake again, I might alert Tumblr. Oh, goodness, jokes. Ooh, apples. Yes. I suppose she is like the epitome of animus. Let's see. First, those apples. We're going to need those apples. Yes. Let's see if that's satiating at all. More water. Let's see. No, still need more. More! See, apples, even though we have a few of them, do not do all that much for water and hunger. We're a bit better now. Yeah, still hungry, but thirst is highly reduced. Yes, take your time, crafter. Still tired, though. We should not advance while tired, because that makes us slow like this.
Close the door.
I suppose this is as good a place as any for now. Aye. Let us make a makeshift camp. First, we're going to need to gather some wood. Ooh. Pretty. That'll do us good. And a helmet. Yeah, we can certainly carry that. Alright. Magicka could come in handy. Ooh, what's this? Targets have improved combat skills, health and stamina. For 10 minutes. Targets. I wonder if that can be used inwardly. It's still light, we should take it. We are fine on boots. Yes. Should be easy to find some wood around here. We need trees though. Darn. Alright, fine. We can just sleep then. On the cold stone. Well, we can at least stay by the pyre here. Goodness. A rough first night in Skyrim. A deep rest. Good. We are ready. Doing a lot better than we were. Right, quick saving. Yeah, let's make our first official save thing here. Perfect. Make sure we're definitely ready to go before we advance. Yeah, that'll do. Right. On we go. Doubt we can really make use of the plates. Ah, Shadow Gamering. I know you. Welcome back, sir. Yes, Shadow, if you have not seen the prologue yet, yeah, a link. I made a whole prologue video for this series. It's all professional and stuff. Let the creative flow. This is a good bit of cheese. I like it. Oh yes, that's another difficulty we'll have to deal with. Food can rot over a certain amount of time, so everything is against us. Yes, yes. Oh, browser crashed. Curses. How many times I got to tell people? Tell them what? Nevik is just a shadow. Oh, yes, shadow. Only shadow. Let's see. Yeah, straight. Right. Where next? Yes, we already searched that. Ooh, heavy shield. Ooh, good bow. Crafter said that he'll be right back after some amount of time. He's currently in idle lurk mode. He is here. Yeah. Yeah, we could do with a better bow. Farewell, training bow. And slightly heavier. But this will do us some wonders. More gold. We can't let the prisoners out, so either kill them or let them drown. Either way, all guards must evacuate as soon as possible. The storm is about to wash the whole fort into the river, and I'll be damned if I have to report one Legion death while under my watch. You have your orders. Alright then. Yes, it is as my first info panel says. Actually, what does it say, word for word? Again. To remind myself of my writings. What does it say? Yes. Hey, you. Hi. I hope you're doing great. If not, stick around. I'll try to fix that. I'm gonna try to fix that, man. So you stay right here. I'm gonna do that thing. Yes. Let me scroll back to the stream so I can see what I'm doing. Yes. There we go. Aha. Excellent. Ooh. Boots. Oh, and I vaguely remembered what it said exactly, but couldn't remember word for word. Sure. Ooh, leather boots though. Yes. Leather boots superior. Get out of here. There we go. Ah, welcome back, Crafter. Oh yes. Oh, now we're at the point of carrying too much. Let's see what we can carry and what we cannot.
Bilbo Baggins? Welcome back, Bilbo.
Oh, I added a bunch of new commands that you can use for Nightbot. Those are also in the info panels. Down below. Then you can be all like... Arrival! In which I'm already here.
But you don't know that.
Braces we can certainly do with. Yes, now... What do we get rid of? Ooh, carrying capacity. 100 seconds, possibly. Oh yes, I don't have a bot that is complex enough to do all the roulette commands and such. I know. I wish I had a roulette system thing. Can't do dynamic stuff like that. Oh well. Maybe someday. Yes, I know. Maybe at some point. See, I use Nightbot because Nightbot is browser-based, and you don't have to have something running on your computer to have it going. Because my processor isn't all the best, so in order to devote everything just to the stream, I've decided to go with a bot that does not take up processor power. So this is a nice compromise. But you can still do things like defend and attack.
You are not welcome.
Hello. That's a bad one. Bad guy. Not so good. Oh dear. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Already a ghost.
The endless sleep comes for us all.
Oh god. Two of them. No. Not good. Bad ghosts. Bad ghosts. Bad ghosts. Already. Already, we are doomed. Oh, goodness. Nope. 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 No, please. Okay. Think. There are ways around this. Hold your ground. We'll be ready. Alright, we're in a haunted castle. Oh dear. Speed read the note. The storm is coming in, I can tell. The water leaking has become stronger. There's no better time than now. When the storm hits, the guards will be scrambling to figure out what to do with us. Amidst the confusion, we need to overpower the few that will still be standing guard outside our cells, and hold off the cell block entrance. We need to only hold off until I can get one of the swords and break open the drainage grate in the corner of my cell. That's where we'll make our escape. Everyone move down river, and we'll try to find shelter there until the storm passes. Valuable information. Oh, aha! Yes, no thank you. Goodbye. Oh dear. Yeah, that'll do. Oh boy. Haha! Oh goodness. Did we survive? Friggin' ghosts. Okay. You can't handle me. That's a terrible catchphrase, I'm sorry. Okay. I think we survived. Huzzah! Our first encounter! We're not dead! Seems like a lot of them didn't really escape the flood very well. Let's hope it doesn't come to eating stale bread. We did it. Aye. A good save. Haha! We have survived the haunted castle! Outpost thing. Weapons can be improved at a grindstone. Armor can be improved at a workbench. Oh, oh, oh. Isn't that cool? Hey, there we are. Haha. Oh. That's a lot of skeletons though. Gold. I know, we're hungry. So yeah, we need to find something to eat. At some point. Alright. Someone's setting a fire over there. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Alright. You're friendly, aren't you?
Solitude to join the Legion. The United Empire is better for everyone.
Alright. Oh then. We have also found the first person not trying to kill us. Well, besides the one that was up on the one we first saw over there. Right. So you might still think that we're in combat.
We're not in combat. Stop it.
Alright. The music, though. Right, now we could use a campfire. Yes! Victory music! Yes! Oh, it's getting really dark now. Oh dear. That is cool, though. Beautiful stars. Now we need a place to camp. Yeah, it's nice. Crafter!
Crafter, did you sleep with the dead guy? What are you doing in your Skyrim game?
Yes, branches are all that we can really gather at this point. Alright, a meager amount of branches. Oh my, you're going to need the defend command for that one. A simple enough campfire. Ho ho! Oh my. Cool story, Mark. Now, lighting this is a different matter. Fortunately, Adrian is rather... has trained herself to know what to do in survival situations. She's been training for this. So with these few branches we can make a small little tiny fire. And... ooh. Oh, we need higher level destruction for that. We are not yet that good. Yes, now. Strike the stone. See if we can light this. Come on. Lights. Oh. Oh, we're getting a little fire going. There is hope.
What? I suck with fires?
You haven't seen me lighting fires yet. Hey, there we go. Small fire. It's kind of cute. Right, let's see. Skills. Yes. Oh, magic. Very nice. We have whole new skill trees within our camp. Alright, 33% to the next perk. I guess we're on our way. Yes, we'll check back on all this later. Oh yes, I love this system. Now, let's see. This would be a perfect time for our journal. Ho ho!
I've been doing some preparations, you see.
Earth, our home, has been cut off from the web of magic, and will surely wither and perish with the connections between the Earth and the web of magic. Oh, I read that wrong. No, my grammar.
It's not so good.
Okay, sorry, let me try that again. Goodness. So yes, Earth, our home, has been cut off from the web of magic, and will surely wither and perish if the connections between Earth and the web of magic are not restored in time. So, our first objective. This world was cut off from the web of magic after the battle with the Web Eater. However, magic still flows strongly here. There must be another source of magic on this world. We must find it. Second objective. Adrian and the other mages have been to Skyrim before. In their explorations of the web of magic, you know, they've been to tons of worlds all across.
Oh, yes.
I know, I say web of magic so much. I don't know if there's a different, like, synonym I can use for it. I mean,
The web.
I don't know. Goodness. But we've partially explored this land already. In our explorations of the web of magic. With what knowledge of the land that we have, we must seek out refuge. So that's basically exposition for being able to open up the map, honestly. Oh yes. Have some cool stuff, yes. Lots of drawings and stuff, I like it. And then... Yes, this section of the journal is where we'll... goodness.
What is up with my speaking?
This section of the journal is where we shall put all the events for our live stream. So if someone follows or so, I shall put their name here, and it shall be cool. You will go down in our Hall of Fame, in the book. And then by the end of the series, I'm definitely going to go through the whole book, review every name, including all of yours. Because I know there are a lot of people who have followed off stream and all that.
Goodness, I must go through them all. Oh yes, dance.
Yeah, what? Cooler than me? Oh yes, all of you followed way before this, like, goodness, actually, I should write down your names right now! Right now, yes. Let's see.
Yes.
Can't really write down the time, but... Crafter, of course. And then, Marco, what was the numbers? Yes, that's it. 0125.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame. Yes.
And then, most recently, Cheese Curd Man. Yes, delicious cheese. Then, let's see, is there anyone else? Or anyone else in the chat who wants to follow? Yes, yes, do it. Yes. Anyway. Yes, welcome to the Hall of Fame, brothers. Oh yes, I very much love the music here. What? You're gonna kill me? You can try.
Defend. Yes.
Ah. A spa. Yes, I believe that's enough journaling for now. The skies are beautiful. Let's see, what time is it? Just after midnight. A dangerous time out here. Green Rangers, free folk, rally to the crafter. Oh, goodness.
You're killing me.
Yet, the storyteller lives on. Oh, yes, you... Do you want your name as only Shadow? I can certainly erase half your name. Oh. Goodness, we've got like 10 people watching. This is cool. I like it. Hello, everybody. Actually, you know what? This is my second official stream ever. I did one other one. That was cool. It was in Darkest Dungeon. One of the developers actually came by. Now that was very interesting. The developer of the game come by to watch you play their game. It was cool. And then this one. Finally, the beginning of our story. This series is actually what inspired me to make this channel in the first place. That and my brother was also streaming a bit, and I wanted to comment weird things at him. Oh. Ah, yes. Now the fireplace is embers. It is time to get up. What is our status? Very hungry and very thirsty, but we are rested. And let me guess, we have some food. 5 servings of light snacks. Oh yes, Crafter. You were a part of the inspiration. Of course, after I made the Twitch channel. Let's see if this can help out with the hunger. I hope we can get satiated off of this. Still hungry. It's better. Let's see.
Cheese for everyone.
Yeah. I suppose it's just hungry instead of very hungry, so that's an improvement. Alright. That's enough sitting around. It's time to move. Yes, eating a whole wheel of cheese is a desperate move, indeed. By the way, welcome, timeshares. Welcome.
Markle for president, yes.
Or just prez.
Welcome.
I elect you as prez. Very good. Why are we walking again? What's weighing against that? Oh, right. Our inventory. We're a little bit over. We need to drop something. How do you know I'm talking like a guy? Oh, you I can drop. Haha! No, if I tried to do a stereotypical female voice, this would be a very weird stream. You'll have to listen through the storyteller's voice. Ooh, the fog is coming in. Good luck with that. Alright, let's see. We need to go... Oh, quick save, of course. Let's see. Right, so our current path. We go up the hill, around the mountain. That should do wonders. Yes, there's shelter close by in that direction. Goodness, I see things moving over there. I don't like it. Stick to the side paths. The hunt is on! Oh. Oh, that's lovely. That's a good sign. Is this a representation of the future? Yeah, let's not go that way. And so, Adrian begins her long trek to the nearest settlement, Ivarstead, across miles of varying terrain in the cold of Skyrim. Her journey would be long, but Adrian had trained herself for this, and she was determined to get back home with the other mages as soon as possible. You know, something about this isn't so bad. This isn't so different from a peaceful camping trip. Well, almost, Adrian thought to herself. With all the material Adrian had packed, and with what more she could scavenge on her journey, she begins weaving together new clothing with which to keep out the cold, and perhaps blend in more with the people of Skyrim.
What is it?
Another quiet day, I hope. Wilhelm said he saw you speaking to one of the pilgrims at the southern side of the steps.
I know what you said, but I only wanted to speak to him for a moment.
Well, it stops now. That's fine. Staying safe, I hope. Staying out of trouble, kinsman.
Adrian, worn out from the travel to Ivarstead, decides to use the gold she had scavenged in her journey here to pay for a room at the inn and figure out some way to get home.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
Yes, I haven't got all day. Is it absolutely necessary for you to bother me right now?
If there are 500 steps to each marker, then maybe...
What's the point? I'm not very good, and it's only for the same...
Pointless. Araki cannot rely on shortcuts.
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course. If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. Have you spoken to Fastred yet?
No. I'll tell you, Wilhelm. If I could sweep her away from here tomorrow, I'd do it. But Klimek still has so much to learn.
Klimek is doing just fine. You should follow your heart.
Perhaps one day, but not today.
You are tearing the web apart, Adrian. How many worlds have you sacrificed just to save your own? Having no idea where to go next, Adrian asks the bartender of the inn if there has been any recent activity in the area, in hopes of finding a lead to follow to find out how to get back to Earth.
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Ah, you're in luck. Just heard a particularly interesting story this morning. Seems there's quite a lot of fuss going down by old Helgen. Something the Empire apparently doesn't want people seeing. Awfully shady sounding, if you ask me. If there really is something big happening in Helgen, perhaps there would be clues as to how I can get back home. It is a long shot, but it is the only lead I have for now. Adrian thought to herself.
Yes?
They say a good story. Murder died. His voice.
We don't need to pray to statues of Talos. Not when we have the real thing. Greetings and salutations. My name is... Wait a minute. Are you an Imperial agent?
As a matter of fact, I am not.
That's exactly what an Imperial slug would say. You're the second patrol to come here in the last week. My letters must be working. The last guy was shaking in his stupid red dress, saying I was more valuable to the cause alive. And he's right. I'm the most valuable soldier in the whole Stormcloak army.
So you're a Stormcloak?
Of course. Not officially, but I follow the one true king of Skyrim. Not that harlot widow, what's-her-face, General Tullius. What kind of name is that for a Jarl? Or a woman? General. Sounds like something I'd name a store. Or the assortment of garbage that collects under my foot.
I take it you have a different opinion of the name Ulfric.
Of course. Ulfric's a strong Nord name. A strong Nord name for a strong Nord man. Some people even think Ulfric is Talos reborn. That's ridiculous. Ulfric isn't the second coming of Talos. He is Talos.
What?
You heard me. Tiber Septim has been hiding ever since he faked his death in the 38th year of the Third Era. I can prove it. I was there.
Are you implying that you are hundreds of years old?
What? Have you been sticking fire salts up your ass? Well, you shouldn't. Sure, it feels good, but it'll give you the meanest rash. Not that that'll stop children from doing it. Children are the worst breed of fungus. I should know. I used to own one.
Can we focus on what you said about Ulfric?
You mean Talos? What about him?
You were saying you and Ulfric, Talos, are hundreds of years old.
I never said that. You ought to get your eyes checked. I'm not a day over 20. What happened is, I got my hand on this thing. It's called an Elder Scroll. I used it to travel to another dimension, where they had invented time travel, and something called a centaur. I think it's like a minotaur with the head of a centurion.
I'd say you look a few days over 20. And by a few, I mean a million.
Why? Because of my gray beard? My wrinkles? My age spots? Those aren't products of age, but rather a man's grooming habits. Mine are impeccable.
Tell me about how you went back in time.
Right, so the Moon Elves sent me back to the dawn of the Third Era. It's there that I wrote this book about the mystery of Tolera, whose story came to me in a dream. It's about a princess who lost her identity following a royal murder plot. And that's when I realized, to avoid assassination, Tiber Septim was secretly living in the Imperial City as a prostitute named China.
Wait, go back. There are elves on the moon?
You better believe it. They live on the sun, the moons, and even inside you. Ever have a sore throat? That's elves taking root like a creep cluster. Elves can live in any climate, on account they aren't actually elves, but shades.
Shades?
Yep, they're the ones who taught Tiber Septim the art of shape-shifting. Not through illusion, mind you, but magic.
I'll be more careful when I sit on a bale of hay, then. It might be divine.
And blow their
cover. You really are bad at this.
Alright, that explains the face, but shapeshifters aren't immortal.
But vampires are. That's right. Ulfric Stormcloak is actually Tiber Septim, a shape-shifting vampire. Remember that the next time you visit the Palace of the Kings.
What exactly is your role as a Stormcloak?
I send letters to the false queen, Jarl Tullius. Scathing missives that mock her figure and the vast emptiness of her pink palace. At the bottom, I sometimes scribble drawings of a pornographic nature, just to further illustrate my point.
I can deliver your next letter for you.
And trust such an important message to an amateur? Never. The letter stays in my pocket until I can find an official courier.
If Ulfric is Talos, what happened to the real Jarl of Windhelm?
Well, that's the thing. He never existed. Of course, some people say he was seduced away by dark elves. What a bunch of chicken feathers. Just another thing dreamt up by mages who need courage spells to confront the fact they're all miserable failures.
So, do you own this shack?
This dump? Are you out of your mind? I just sleep here, live here, and use the vegetable garden. No, this all belongs to someone else.
I don't think those are vegetables.
Sure they are. There's corn, artichokes, and that nightshade-looking thing over there is some kind of dwarven onion.
Who owns the shack?
Some plant mage. Probably wasn't a very good one either, using a stove for an alchemy table.
What will you do if he returns?
I'll let him move back in.
Where will you go?
I said I'd let him move back in. I didn't say I was moving out. I'll let him sleep on the chair out back. Unless he snores. Then it's the axe. There's a war going on and I have letters to write. I don't have time to be civil to someone who bays like a horse every time he takes a nap.
A man of your age must have some family to speak of.
Haven't you been paying attention to a word I've said? The Stormcloaks are my family. I had a father once, Thornvar the Nail. The way he talked, people used to say he took a hammer to the head, hence the name. Nobody says that about me. I'm nobody's nail. I'm the hammer.
Yeah, I think I'll take my leave now.
Got what you needed, did you, you Imperial agent? Too bad for you, the Moon Elves taught me a spell that will erase your memory. All I have to do is look into your eyes and wait for it. Wait for it. There!
Yeah, these are not vegetables.
Huh?
The animals are becoming more restless and aggressive. This is not like them. It's pretty quiet here. Am I in the right place? Adrian thought to herself. Whoa. I've got to get down there. This place is totally destroyed. Could the web eater have somehow survived? That thing, it looked like the web eater, but it had the shape and sound of a dragon. Dragons are supposed to be long extinct in Tamriel. The burnt corpse crumbles to ash as Adrian touches it, but protected within the ashes is a leather journal which somehow survived the attack. This journal contains several undated entries. First entry. Hard to believe I filled up that whole journal already. I never realized how much of Cyrodiil I hadn't seen yet. So much diversity, yet so much destruction from the Great War. A lot of history has been lost here forever. The expedition is ending soon, and everyone will be returning home. I have one last task to perform before I do the same. I'll send the other journal ahead with my supplies, and the artifacts we recovered. Second entry. I've received word from my contacts in Skyrim. All seem quiet for now. Probably for the first time since High King Torre was killed. I should be able to make the crossing quietly enough during the night, so long as there are no Imperial patrols to deal with. Third entry. So much for being discreet. I crossed the border near a small village called Helgen and made my way up to Darkwater Crossing. Unfortunately, I can't get back to my camp now, because the whole area has been filled with Imperial patrols. It seems that they are searching for someone very important. If I'm not mistaken, someone they intend to ambush here. This could be the very thing I am seeking here in Skyrim, but crossing the border in the dead of night without passing through the checkpoints has turned out to be a very, very bad plan. 4th entry. I woke early this morning with an Imperial sword pressed against my neck. A patrol found me camped under a rock outcropping the edge of the volcanic marshes. I guess I wasn't as well hidden as I thought. I have no idea where they're taking us, but I've been stuffed into the back of an old rickety cart being pulled by an even more rickety looking old nag. At least they let me keep my journal, for now. 5th entry. Shows bones. If only I had known sooner. The ambush, the captives in the cart with me, Stormcloak rebels, led by none other than Ulfric Stormcloak himself. There's no time to explain properly. I scarcely believe it myself. If it hadn't been for the dragon, I'd not even be here to write this down. Yes, a dragon. Big, black and as large as the towers of the keep itself. It swooped in out of nowhere and laid waste to the village and the keep. General Tullius didn't take my head today, or the heads of several Stormcloak rebels, but that doesn't matter now. Hadvar and Railov set aside their differences to help the survivors. They went into the lower keep hours ago. Something about caves with a back entrance. I don't think they're coming back. I'll have to see if I can get out of the city and down to Riverwood. Someone needs to warn them. This building won't remain standing for much longer. I still can't believe it. A dragon. Straight out of the legends. No one back home will ever believe me. Whoa! This place is still falling apart. Better step carefully. Yes, these supplies are still here and intact. Maybe there's a bright side to a whole village being destroyed after all. Adrian murmurs sarcastically to herself. The Book of the Dragonborn by Prior Emmeline Madrine, Order of Talos, Waynon Priory. Year 360 of the Third Era, 21st of the reign of His Majesty, Pelagius IV. Many people have heard the term Dragonborn. We are, of course, ruled by the Dragonborn Emperors, but the true meaning of the term is not commonly understood. For those of us in the Order of Talos, this is a subject near and dear to our hearts. And in this book, I will attempt to illuminate the history and significance of those known as Dragonborn, down through the ages. Most scholars agree that the term was first used in connection with the Covenant of Akatosh, when the blessed Saint Alessia was given the Amulet of Kings and the dragonfires in the Temple of the One were first lit. Akatosh, looking with pity upon the plight of men, drew precious blood from his own heart and blessed Saint Alessia with this blood of dragons, and made a covenant that so long as Alessia's generations were true to the dragon blood, Akatosh would endeavor to seal tight the gates of oblivion, and to deny the armies of the Daedra and undead to their enemies, the Daedra-loving Aliads. Those blessed by Akatosh with the dragon blood became known more simply as Dragonborn. The connection with the rulers of the Empire was thus there from the beginning. Only those of dragon blood were able to wear the Amulet of Kings and light the dragonfires. All the legitimate rulers of the Empire had been Dragonborn. The emperors and empresses of the first Cyrodiilic Empire founded by Alessia, Raymond Cyrodiil and his heirs, and of course Tiber Septim and his heirs, down to our current emperor, His Majesty Pelagius Septim IV. Because of this connection with the emperors, however, the other significance of the term Dragonborn has been obscured and largely forgotten by all but scholars and those of us dedicated to the service of the blessed Talos, whom was Tiber Septim. Very few realize that being Dragonborn is not a simple matter of heredity. Being the blessing of Akatosh himself, it is beyond our understanding exactly how and why it is bestowed. Those who become emperor and light the dragonfires are surely Dragonborn. The proof is in the wearing of the amulet and the lighting of the fires. But were they Dragonborn and thus able to do these things, or was the doing the sign of the blessing of Akatosh descending upon them? All that we can say is that it is both, and neither, a divine mystery. The line of Septims have all been Dragonborn, of course, which is one reason the simplistic notion of it being hereditary has become so commonplace. But we know for certain that the early Cyrodiilic rulers were not all related. There is also no evidence that Raymond Cyrodiil was descended from Alessia, although there are many legends that would make it so, most of them dating from the time of Raymond, and likely attempts to legitimize his rule. We know that the Blades, usually thought of as the Emperor's bodyguards, originated in Akaveri Crusaders, who invaded Tamriel for obscure reasons in the late First Era. They appear to have been searching for a Dragonborn. The events at Pale Pass bear this out, and the Akaveri were the first to proclaim Raymond Cyrodiil as Dragonborn. In fact, it was the Akaveri who did the most to promote his standing as emperor, although Raymond himself never took that title in his lifetime. And, of course, there is no known hereditary connection between Tiber Septim and any of the previous Dragonborn rulers of Tamriel. Whether there can be more than one Dragonborn at any time is another mystery, The emperors have done their best to dismiss this notion, but of course the imperial succession itself means that, at the very least, there are 2 or more potential Dragonborn at any time. The current ruler and his or her heirs. The history of the Blades also hints at this, although little is known of their activities during the interregnum between Raymond's empire and the rise of Tiber Septim. Many believe that the Blades continued to search out and guard those that they believed were, or might be, Dragonborn during this time. Lastly, we come to the question of the true meaning of being Dragonborn. The connection with dragons is so obvious that it has almost been forgotten. In these days where dragons are a distant memory, we forget that in the early days of being Dragonborn, it meant having the dragon blood. Some scholars believe that was meant quite literally, although the exact significance is not known. The Nords tell tales of dragonborn heroes who were great dragon slayers, able to steal the power of dragons they killed. Indeed, it is well known that the Akaveri sought out and killed many dragons during their invasion, and there is some evidence that this continued after they became Raymond Cyrodiil's Dragon Guard. Again, the connection to dragons. The direct predecessor to the Blades of today. I leave you with what is known as the prophecy of the Dragonborn. It is often said to originate in an Elder Scroll, although it is sometimes also attributed to the ancient Akaveri. Many have attempted to decipher it, and many have also believed that its omens had been fulfilled and that the advent of the last Dragonborn was at hand. I make no claims as an interpreter of the prophecy, but it does suggest that the true significance of Akatosh's gift to mortal kind has yet to be fully understood. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world, when the brass tower walks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes, and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn. I didn't think I was going to be going spelunking today. Certainly not the weirdest part about the past few days, though, Adrian said to herself. Wow, they don't clean out the cobwebs much down here, do they? Those aren't cobwebs. Why the hell are they so big? Normal spiders I can handle, but what is this? Adrian comes across the last survivors of Helgen, wounded beyond hope of recovery.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Please tell me that dragon was on your side.
What? Oh, hardly. I don't think even Ulfric could pull a dragon out of his pocket. Lucky for us it attacked when it did, eh? I wasn't looking forward to getting a shave from the Imperial headsman. All right, then. Keep your eyes open. Damn faithless Imperials.
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys. Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of time.
I thought the dragons had all gone extinct long ago.
So did I. If the damn Stormcloak somehow found one, or woke it up, the war might be about to take an ugly turn. Hard to believe it was just a coincidence, that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed. What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Adrian leaves them into their fate, hurrying up the cave, knowing that the nearby village of Riverwood needed warning about this creature.